So yeah, it kind of smells of death. Hi guys, we're the Startup Homeschoolers and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, kindly do consider joining our family by hitting the red subscribe button down below. If you're already a part of our family, karibu sana! So today we'll be boiling some rice for sushi. You can either use sushi rice or just normal plain rice. So you need to have 500 grams of pudding rice or 2.5 cups of pudding rice. You'll need 2.5 cups of water or 600 ml of water. Yeah, the fun fact, the idea of sushi actually started in the beginning of the 9th century, where they would preserve the fish with some fermented rice with vinegar in it for up to a whole year. But then some people started getting impatient and they started doing it at 6 months. And that's where the idea of sushi that we know today started. So today we'll be boiling the rice to get that consistency that they would get after half a year. So I'll just add the water and I'll see you at the stove. So you will start by turning on your stove. Turn it on high heat. And you just start stirring to make sure nothing sticks at the bottom. And then when there starts getting bubbles on the edges, you'll know that's when you're supposed to put it on low heat. So when you've brought it to a boil, you'll cover. And you make sure you lift the cloth, making sure you don't burn anything. And you need to reduce it to the lowest heat. Yeah. And you're gonna let it boil for 10 minutes. So my timer has run out and I just wanted to show you how my rice looks like. It looks so good. And now we're gonna get started making the vinegar for the rice. So for your vinegar, you'll be needing apple cider vinegar or normal rice vinegar. You can use either. The reason why we're using apple cider vinegar is because it has the same taste and consistency, but either will work. So we'll need, and we'll need 1/4 cup of sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. So you're gonna turn on the hob, and you're gonna put it at medium heat. We're not looking to boil it, but just to make sure the sugar and the salt dissolves into the solution. So you'll put it on medium heat, and then you just make sure that it dissolves. Now the mixture is starting to dissolve. At this point, you can just turn off the heat and let the mixture dissolve by itself. So now I've damped my rice and I've put it in this bowl for it to cool, and my solution is ready. So now I'm gonna pour it on my rice spoon and make sure I move it around to make sure it gets everywhere. Make sure you get all the corners. And now we will flip the rice. So gently. actually, fun fact. The people that used to make the sushi before the sushi we know today was invented, they said that the rice or the fish smelled like death. So yeah, it kind of smells of death. Another fun fact is that sushi actually means sour tasting in Japanese. That's why it got its name. So yeah. So now we're gonna let the rice cool. And you have to remember not to forget to scrape off the small piece of rice up here. Because if you don't, Japanese sushi chefs say that if you don't, they'll become hard and they'll spoil your whole recipe. So now that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you watch the next video we're going to be putting up where we're going to be assembling the sushi. Until next time, Kohari!